The Rams acquired a player not to get them to the playoffs, but through the playoffs. Okay?
Yeah, I like that one.
And they acquired a guy that used to do it a significant amount of times at a very, very, very high level and occasionally can still reach that high level when he's healthy and has shown this year he can reach that high level. But he's not the guy, the only guy. And I've been talking about how the Cardinals have a whole host of guys like that. J.J. Watt before he got hurt. A.J. Green no longer the one. Just be the two. James Conner. You don't need to be the one. Just be the two behind number two. That's it. Hey, Zach Ertz, you scored that game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl, and boy, when Wentz was there, and they had Alshon Jeffrey outside, right? You were the inside guy. You were the guy. Like you were being circled by defensive coordinators. Don't let Ertz beat us from the tight end position. Hey, you know what you are? You're option 3 or option 4. That's what you are. Those are the dangerous guys when you already have enough people to get you to the playoffs, right? They're taking you through the playoffs. The Rams acquired Von Miller to be that guy. A 2 and a 3 next year, sure, but he's only on the books for also like $700,000. I've done a lot of reading about this article, this trade, since we were on the air live when it happened. Like we were kind of like spinning our wheels a little bit, trying to catch up.
Yeah,
this just in.
25 hours.
That the Broncos essentially paid for the draft choices.
Yeah, $9 million.
They said, we're going to take care of most of his salary.
Yep.
Whereas, there's the general sense of what a player is and who he is and what their contract is and how old he is in relation to how that correlates to a chart for a draft choice. The concept was for Von Miller, despite being a Super Bowl 50 MVP and being one of the best in the business, for his age and for his contract being up this year, if the Rams had just acquired his contract with the salary, it would have been a 5th-round choice. Broncos said, we'll pay. You just give us better choices. Mm-hmm. They essentially paid for the draft choices. And I imagine that maybe that's the only way it could have fit or whatever. And that's fine with less need. That, okay, we're going to get Von Miller right now. This is it. We're just looking for today, correct? This is what this rule is. This is what this whole trade is about. Von Miller is going to cost us less than $1 million. And right now, it's going to cost us less than $1 million. And he's the guy to help us get through the playoffs, not to the playoffs. Other teams need multiple players to do that. We just need Von. And what Dan Orlovsky just said, don't need him like back in the day the Broncos did to win those one-on-one battles that he's so lucky to have them multiple times in a game. We need you to win them, 80 to 90% of the time.
Yeah, just,
he said
enough.
He said if he's one-on-one 30 times, just win 1/6 of them. That's it. Why not make that trade?
Why not?
100 times out of 100. Yeah. I'm wondering if other teams in the league go, wait a minute. We'll do it. But apparently they didn't have the benefit of maybe calling the Broncos to make a deal for a linebacker a week before to start the process. I know that I'm oversimplifying things, that GMs can call any GMs around the league, and they should. Counterparts speak to counterparts, and then they go back, and then they push it up the chain, and then all of a sudden your phone calls are made at the general manager level. What a trade. What a trade.
It's awesome.
Think about it.
Go for it, man.
We're rushing 4. You've got 5, but it's less than 5 because you've got to double 1, if not 2. And the one you don't double is coming.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, you're going to double Donald. So,
well, 10 times out of 10, you're doing that.
Yeah.
And then you got to pick your poison as to who else you double,
right,
if at all.
So that was.
And what if they bring What if they bring a 5th? What if they just want to blitz you?
If they blitz.
Oh man!
Suddenly it's 6 on 4.
You got to do this sort of stuff. You're going to go after Rodgers and Brady and Kyler and Russ if Russ makes it. But you know, in order to make sure Kyler and Brady and Rodgers come to your house, you've got to beat Russ to have the record to do it. And the best way to make sure that Brady and Rodgers come to your house is to beat them heads up. They've already beaten Brady last Sunday of this coming month. We're finally in. They visit Green Bay. How big is that going to be? It's going to be like 30 degrees. We're all going to be still just stuffed on turkey and tryptophan.
Oh, so bad.
And we're just going to be just waking up from a 48-hour nap, and it's time for Green Bay and Los Angeles. Von Miller in Green Bay with his new team. First up for him is Tennessee. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.